Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are going to be drawing a vector style illustration that I came up with while I was doodling one day. I just thought it would be pretty cool to recreate this once again for you guys. If you do not know how to load in the reference photo and to prepare your canvas like we always do, I will leave a link above that will send you to a video that I've recorded on how to do all that. So in the space of saving time, you can go take a look at that video. So our canvas is at 93 pixels. So if you want to match your reference photo over to your canvas here, that's what I've got it set at. Today we're going to be doing a monoline brush. I've got a kind of a custom one. The one that comes with Procreate will not allow you to go smaller than a certain point, which sometimes I want to go smaller than that. So what I've done was I duplicated it and I've adjusted the minimum size where I could go even lower than the original one. So if you don't want to know how to do that, there's tons of tutorials you could go and learn how to do that. So let's get started with our sketch here. And actually I'm not going to do a sketch. I'm just going to go straight from my reference photo here, and we're just going to go ahead and lay down the artwork. So if you want to do the sketch, you could do that and then go and ink over that later on. But for me, I'm just going to go ahead and just start off. So we're going to, okay, so just going to do an arc. And I'm going to hold my pen down on most of these drawing, and then we can go ahead and edit the arc. So I like that, and the top portion, that's going to come to about right there. So we're going to again start here and come down to there, again holding my pencil down and editing the arc to get what I want. Alright, that looks good. And we're going to bring down that part right there. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger here so I can see it. We're going to come down to about right there. So again, holding my pen down. Make sure that you close off all of these shapes. Okay, and then we're going to do another one. Another oval coming out to about right there. Again, holding the pen down, and I think that looks good. Okay, and then this bottom part here, about right there. Okay, and then we have this little black part right there. Okay, and we have like two little mountains right there. Bring that over like that, and then two spaces like that, around to about right there. Okay, it looks like we have another little mountain shape right there, and another one coming out right there. Okay, and then the top. That, and then we're going to come up about right there, and then like that. Okay, up in a rounded shape, holding the pen down, getting that nice curve. And then some of these circle shapes are not going to have a black outline, so I'm going to do those later. So as you see, on the sketch, I've got the black circle right there, but in the actual artwork, we are going to have it as a color. So the only black that I'm doing right now is the things that's going to be colored in black. About right there. And then something like that. And then this point is going to finish about right there. Oops. So sometimes when your curve is not that curved and you leave your pen down, Procreate wants to straighten it out to a straight line, which we don't want. Okay, we're going to come up to about right there. And holding my pen down, and then I'm going to bring it down to there. Okay. Okay, and then there. And then we got the tip right there, and we're going to connect these two. All right, and so like that, and maybe there. I'm gonna edit this. I think that's good. And then those two are going to be connected. All right, and then over here we have a point right there. That's going to be connected with that one, and then we're going to come down to here, and then connect with him. Okay, and then we have a circle here. Hold your pen down, touch it with your finger, and you get a perfect circle. And then we're going to have another circle here again, and then we have a tiny one right there. So we want all of those. Another circle is going to be here. And the ones I'm drawing in right now are all black. So that's why I'm drawing them in. We have a little one here. And then we have another one here. Okay. Anything else I can see that's black? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the eye part now. So you can see this kind of moon, half moon shape. So we're going to start here, and we're going to end here, and we're just going to connect those two. And hold the pen down for a nice curve. Okay, and then just like that. Okay, then a couple of eyes. Do one there, and we're gonna do one about there. Okay, and the circles in the eyes, I'm not gonna draw them in, so we're gonna put those in later. Okay, let me see what else. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start sketching in other things, or not sketching, but inking them in with line work with other colors now. So let's go to our color palette here, and I've given you the vector color palette here, and let's choose this yellow color next. All right, we're gonna start putting in yellow things. So we're gonna have some yellow circles And I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to put another one here. These two are not on the sketch. And then I'm going to fill those in. Circle here is going to be yellow. And then the big one here almost takes up that whole square. Is going to be yellow. And then we have one over here that's going to be yellow. Okay, and then we have a tiny one right there. Okay, and then this one right here is going to be yellow. So put that one in. All right, what else? You know what? That little mountain shape right there is not going to be... But you know what? Once I fill it in... Yeah, it should be fine. That one too. Okay, let me see if there's anything else yellow. That's going to be yellow. So I am going to erase that line. Actually, this too. This whole mountain shape here. Because I want it in yellow. And go back to my pen. And then do that right? Yep. And we're going to connect the two bottom ones there. Alright, and then I'm going to go back to the black so I can connect him up right there. And this one is going to be another color too. Let me see what else is yellow though first. Let me go back to this yellow. So this tiny dot here is going to be yellow. And then this big one here is yellow. And then this tiny one here is going to be yellow. Okay. And I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's a little dot right there. That's yellow. I'm going to put him in right here. I'll make him a little bit bigger than he is on the sketch because that's pretty small. Okay, and that little one's going to be yellow. And there's going to be one right there. It's going to be yellow. So that little circle there. Okay, I think that's all the yellow. Alright, so let's go ahead and pick up another color now. We're going to go to the red now. Alright, and then when I told you I was going to erase this, this is why. Because it's supposed to be red. And I don't want, the reason I'm doing this is I don't want black outlines for everything. Okay, so this is going to go up and then down to there and then maybe like that. And then it's going to connect over here. And now we can change to the black and connect these two. Yeah. Let's get these connected. Okay, make sure everything's touching. That's good. Okay, I'm going to go back to the red again. And we're going to start putting in some of these red things. So this this shape here is going to be red. I'm going to start here. I'm going to go down to about right there. Connect those two. Okay. And then up to there. Okay. And something like that. Okay. And wow, that got out of hand. That's better. Okay. Just like that. That's going to be that red shape right there. And then we'll worry about that circle there in the middle. It's going to be black anyway, okay? And then the top portion here, this one right here is going to be also red. Okay, we're going to come out to about right there and then come up to there. Edit that up a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to connect these two. And then those two. All right, that looks good. All right, so we have this shape is red, and then that shape is red, so it's going to be about right there. Okay, and this tiny shape right there is red, and then this little triangle like shape here is also red, and her mouth is going to be red. Alright, and then this bottom circle is going to be red. I think, I know we're going to miss some, but we can always go back and fix those later. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go to the top of this little creature's head here. And this shape right there, that little shark fin, is going to be red. So we're going to start, we're going to go up to about right there. So like that, and then just come down and connect it right there. That's red, and then over here, that other one, very far to the left one, is going to be red. So do that. Let me make sure this is all connected good. Okay, circles. This one's going to be red. And that bigger one's going to be red. Okay. We have this little half moon shape's going to be red also. So it's about there. Okay, and then we have a big circle there. Is also going to be red. And then we have that tiny circle there is about right here. Is going to be red. this little shape right there is gonna be red. So I'm just gonna kind of, I might have to fix that later. But anyway, I think that covers all the red. Okay, let's go to another color now. How about the green? Do the green next. And top of this creature's head, some of these flame looking things are going to be green. It's going to be the middle one here. That one. So we're going to start up to there, down to there, up to there, and then it's going to connect right by this red one. We're going to go up to there, down to that one, back up to that one, and then curving shape down to there. That got that. Okay, that's green. Let me see. The bottom of her dress, kind of the under part, right here and right there is going to be green. So think about right there and about there. And that is all the green. Okay, next we're going to do this orange. It's kind of a darker orange. We got a light orange and a dark orange. So the dark orange is going to be this little shark fin here. So it's going to come up to about right there. And then this one here in the middle. About like that. Okay, that's dark orange. And let me see what else. This triangle shape is going to be orange. So about like that. And I think that is it. Maybe about like that. Okay, orange is done. We have this gray color right here. So gray is this wavy thing. So we want it to start about there, come up to there, and then finish over there. So let's do this. Hold the pen down. Do that. Okay. And then I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I think that's good. That's going to be gray. And then this one is going to be gray. That one right there. So we're going to have a point here. And then it's going to come to about right here. I'll hold my pen down. Okay. And then the upper part's going to intersect that line about right there. And then to that point. So again, holding my pen down, I'm going to bring that out a little bit. Alright, I think that's good. That's better. It's going to come out over here. There's going to be another shape going through it. So I'm just going to kind of put it in where I think it might be. Maybe right there. That's hard to do because there's other shapes that's going to be going through it. You don't know where it's supposed to be at. Alright, what else we got? Next color. This darker blue here. The darker blue is going to be that circle. It's about there. And her shoes. I think that's good. And then the other one's gonna come about like that. Okay, is that all of the dark blues? Let me see. This circle above the red one is gonna be dark blue. Okay, let's choose another color. We're gonna do this lighter orange here. This little flame shape here. About like that. That is the only orange, light orange. Okay, let's do this very light blue color here at the bottom. So from there to there. There to there. There to there. Okay, now we need a white. I'm going to turn my background layer off. Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my, edit my drawing guide. And I'm going to change the drawing guide to a different color, so we'll be able to see that with the background off. Okay, so we're on white, and then we have this shape that's going to intersect the gray portion. So we're going to start it about here, and we're going to connect right there. Okay, hold my pen down, and then we're going to come up through here to here, and go across all the way up to about there. So let's see if I can do this in one swoop. Yeah, I think that turned out pretty good. Okay, and then we're going to bring it down here. We're going to intersect it right there. So we want to touch those two and then bring it to right there. Okay, so that's that shape. And then we have this tiny shape at the top here. So that's going to go from about there to about there. So I'm just gonna just put it in just like that. Alright, so let's put our background back on. Okay, let's start dropping in some colors so we'll be able to have a reference here of where things are going to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new layer, and we're going to drag it under our line layer, and we're going to set our line layer to reference. Okay, and then let's choose our black. Have to have these shapes closed or they will not fill in properly. Let's try that again. Boom, there it worked. Okay, so that was all black. Let's get the circles that we got with the black outline around them. They're also going to be black. So all of these, and this one. and then this little piece right there. Okay, the eyes are going to be black, white in the face. This one, and the very top one. No, I didn't get it in there. I dropped it on the line instead. Okay, and then we're gonna have this big circle here that we have not put in yet. We're going to hold our finger down to make sure we get a perfect circle and make sure that's connected. Drop that in. Turn the reference back on. See, that shape wasn't there already, so I tried to drop it in, and it was looking up at the reference, and there were no lines there, so it didn't do it. Okay, and then we're gonna have another. This little circle here is gonna be in this corner of the square. I'm just gonna color it in. That's gonna be white. All right, and then, okay, let's go to our red color. And let's start filling in these red shapes. This one over here. That's an orange. This was red. This was a red. That circle. That circle. That little triangle. Oops, I missed that circle. Big one here. And that little one right there. That's all of our reds. Okay, let's go to our yellows. And we just fill in all these yellow spaces. I'm going to continue filling, so I can just tap them. Okay, that's all of our yellow shapes. Let's do our green. We only got one right there. Let's do our light orange. And that was only one right there. And then our gray. Here and here and... Oops, missed. I might... Oh, I think I got it open. There we go. And then we got a blue circle here. The darker blue. Dress is going to be a lighter blue. Her shoes are going to be this darker blue. And I'm just going to fill that in. It's going to be hard to drop in the blue up here. We missed that red circle. I'm going to click and hold on the red. And we missed that little spot. Okay, orange. The darker orange. We got that circle. We've got that one. And I think, oh, we got this one right here. This one and this one. And we missed the yellow. I'm going to hold and click on the yellow, and we're going to fill in that. Okay, this green, we missed that and that. Light blue, dress. Okay. Now we got this beige color, which is gonna be her face. We never drew in where her face is gonna be, so it just filled it all in black. So we're gonna have to put that in. I'm gonna go on my reference layer here, and we're gonna try to draw this face in. So that was where her ear was, and then that hairline. So let's do the top of that hairline first. So that's gonna probably be the easiest place to start, and it's gonna go to here to about here. So I'm gonna connect those two by a little curve. Okay, and then it's gonna come down to a point for her hair, and then up that, and then we're gonna have a little ear here. I don't know why I'm filling this in, but just doing it. Okay, and then gonna connect to about right there, just like that, and then it's gonna go up to meet that. All right, let me see if I can go to the color layer again and drop that in. All right, that's good. And her eyes. Her eyes were actually in black, so I'm going to choose that black. So, oops. I guess this brush is so small that and then we're going to have a little eyelash. And then the other one's going to be right here with a eyelash there. Okay, I'm going to go to my color layer. I'm going to drag in. What is going on? Are they still open? Yeah. Okay, about like that, and this light blue color is going to go on top of the eye. So I'm going to make a new layer on top, and then we're going to just put in some circles here. Pupils. Just about like that, and then we're gonna do a black, and we're gonna put in the little black part right there. Just about like that. It doesn't have to be good because it's gonna be really small. Okay, so we have this elbow part. It's not really an elbow, but this curve here is going to be white. Connect it. And then I'm going to go below it and then fill it in. Here, that's going to be white. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the reference right now, so we'll be able to drag and drop the white in there. Alright, and the beige is going to be right there. About right there. Fill that in, and then the white is going to be right there on top of it, just like that. Okay, and then what else do we have? We have a beige. It's right there. Okay. And then we're going to have a white portion right there. Okay, and then actually this black spot here is also beige. And that, well, we got to do her legs. Her legs, she's going to have some white socks. Color in the legs here. And then on this side, maybe to like that. And then white for her socks. I'm gonna zoom out, see what that looks like. It looks good. We got a circle on top of the red here. We'll put that in. Okay, let's do the eyes. So we have a white circle. Hold my pen down. Just gonna color that in. And we got another one here. Just like that. And then we got this light blue one right there. One right there. And another one right there. I think that is it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this first blue color and I'm going to make a layer under everything and drag and drop that blue color on there. I'm going to turn off my drawing guide, turn off my reference photo, and that is going to leave us with our final product right there. Actually, one more thing before we go. This white circle is going to have some shapes in it. So just to break it up a little bit. You can just do anything you want. All right. And then we're going to put some dots. Just about like that. And that is going to be our final product. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I think this design looks really cool. It would be really cool on a poster or some kind of advertisement or something. I think it looks really good. So with that, I want to thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week for another Procreate tutorial. Take care.